Okay, good afternoon everyone. Pwede po kayong mag-interrupt during the discussion if there are some clarifications or additional comment on the discussion. My first, the topic that I am going to present to you this afternoon is about curriculum concepts, nature and purposes. Let us reflect on the quote. Okay, one looks back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touch our human feelings. The curriculum is so much necessary raw materials, but warmth is a vital element for the growing plants and for the soul of the child. Anong masasabi niyo dito mga kapanalig? Pwedeng may interaction tayo mga sir and ma'am?
Yes, sir, that is encouraged.
Apo, hindi ko makita. Wait lang. Sino ang makakapag sabi ng kanyang opinion regarding the quote? Anyone? Wala, alas 5 kita didi. Sige. So let's continue. Mukhang busy sila. Uh, I chose this quote as it concerns with curriculum. Okay. So curriculum is good, but touching the life of every individual student with those curriculum is more than necessary. Now, the topic is divided into three concepts: nature and purposes. Okay. Our objective is one, to define curriculum from various sources and views. We will also state the concepts, nature, and purposes of curriculum. We will identify the needs, significance, functions, components, types, and classifications of curricula. We will also identify the major foundations of curriculum and identify the different curriculum theorists. Now, I want you to participate dito. I hope everyone, mayroon kayong dalang cellphone. May cellphone po ba kayo? Sige. Can you define curriculum in one word? Para kayo makasagot, please scan the code. Anong tawag dyan? QR code. Tingnan natin kung sumasagot kayo. Can you define curriculum in one word? Walang sumasagot. I-scan nyo lang po yung code, then mapupunta kayo dyan sa sagot ng Slido. Sige po, hintayin ko. Mayroon tayo ditong ilang participants. Blueprint, sabi ni Ma'am Sandra. Okay, guide, sabi ni Sir Welba. Dito kayo sumagot po sa dito kayo sumagot sa QR code. Ilabas niyo yung phone niyo tapos yung camera, then i-scan niyo yung code na yan sa camera, tapos may lalabas diyan na link, tapos dun sa link, dun kayo sasagot para makita natin. Tingnan natin kung ano ang may pinakamaraming sagot. Yan, may nag-answer na ng guide. Ah, okay. Framework. Ano pa? Okay, blueprint. Sino pa? Sagot lang kayo. Wala na? Okay. Gumagamit daw si Ma'am Pardon yun ng CP. Sige, sige. Sige. Okay. Okay, sige. Balik tayo doon. So, based from your definition, tingnan natin kung may pareho ang definition dito sa ating nakuhang mga definition. From the definition of New International Dictionary, uh, it defines the curriculum as the whole body of course in the educational institution or by a department, while the Oxford English Dictionary defines curriculum as a course taught in schools and universities. Okay? Sige. Are you familiar with the word ansabi? You can chat. Nababasa ko yung mga chat ninyo. Or you can open your mic. Yes, Sir Welba. Pwede po kayo magbukas ng mic. Can you define the word ansabi? Nano daw. Ito mahirap sa online eh. Late ang reaction. Sige. Ansabi, that's slang contraction for anong sabi. O anong sabi mo. No? Naalala nyo pa ba to? Sige, sige. So, tingnan natin kung anong sinasabi ng different authors regarding curriculum. Okay? Wala signal. Let's start with 1980 definition of Pratt on curriculum. According to Pratt, it is a written document that systematically describes goals, planned objectives, content, learning activities, evaluation procedures, and so forth. That's according to Pratt. According to Bevis, in 1982, curriculum is or can be defined as the totality of the learning activities that are designed to achieve a specific goal of an institution. For Scubbert, in 1987, he said that curriculum is the content of the subject, concepts, and tasks to be acquired, planned activities, the desired learning outcome, experiences, product of cultures, and agenda to reform society make up a curriculum. The definition of Scubbert is somewhat like political. Ba? It wanted to, sabi niya, curriculum could reform society. Tama naman. Has, in 1987, curriculum includes all experiences that an individual have. A program of education's purpose is to achieve a broad goals and related specific objectives, which is planned in terms of framework, of theory, research of the past, present, and professional practices. That's for Has. For Grundy, o anong pagbasa niyo sa name na yan? It is a program of activity designed so that pupils will attain so fast as possible certain in educational and other schooling ends or objectives. For Goodland and Sue, they defined curriculum as a plan that is consist of learning opportunities for a specific time frame and place. It could be a tool that aims to bring about behavior change in students as a result of planned activities and include all learnings. That's for Goodland and Sue. Okay? It should bring changes to the behavior of the students. That's their definition of curriculum. For Cronbeth, in 1992, to define curriculum, sabi ni Cronbeth, you have to answer these three questions. One is, what knowledge, skills, and values are most worthwhile? What are they most worthwhile? And how should the young acquire them? The answers to those questions define curriculum. For Wortham in 2006, he said that curriculum is a planned set of course that is presented to teachers to arrange teaching and learning in a certain level of ages. For Bilbao in 2008, sabi niya, a curriculum is the total learning experience of individual, not only in school, but in society as well. Now, those are the different definition of curriculum from different authors. Now, let us have the different views in curriculum. Okay? Tapos na po tayo sa different definition of curriculum. Now, we have two types of views in curriculum, the traditional and the progressive. And we have some authors, no? We're going to compare the different views of these authors. From Robert, sabi niya, these are permanent studies. For John, it's curriculum, you know, the view of John for curriculum, education should be a continuous experience. Okay? For Arthur Bester, sabi dito ni Arthur, ang curriculum daw should only focus on the fundamental intellectual disciplines of grammar, literature, and writing, and could also include mathematics, science, history, and foreign languages. For Holin and Ken, sabi nila, curriculum is the experience, all experiences children have under the guidance of teacher, and not just focusing on those fundamental disciplines. Okay? Aside from those, dapat kasama rin din dito ang experiences ng bata within and outside school. Okay? Sabi naman ni Joseph, ang pinaka-sole source ng curriculum is the discipline. Such, we have different discipline sa education. These disciplines are categorized according to subjects. These are science, mathematics, social studies, English, and many more. In college, we label them as humanities, science, language, mathematics, and among others. For Holin and Ken, they said that curriculum is sequence of potential experiences set up in school for the purpose of disciplining children and youth in group way of thinking and acting. For Philip, curriculum should consist of entirely of knowledge which come from various disciplines. For Colin and George, they said that curriculum is the experience in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teachers and also learned by the students. Okay? Mamaya tatanungin ko kayo isa-isa kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng traditional saka sa progressive. Ang hindi sumagot absent. Joke lang. Now, what's the difference? Sige, dun tayo sa chat. Pwede kayo mag-chat, mga kapanalig. What's the difference between traditional and progressive curriculum? Who can summarize based on the presented views from the different authors? Anyone? Hello? Andyan pa ba kayo? O andito pa ba ako? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, well ba?
Good po everybody. Sa tingin ko po yung the main difference between traditional and am I audible po?
Yes, yes,
Sorry.
sir.
Okay. So the main, I think for me, the main difference between traditional and progressive, I think, is first yung setting. Traditional view of curriculum focuses more on the school setting where the students learn from teachers in a classroom, while the progressive try to make the classroom as consider the classroom as the world, yung parang nilalabas yung mga estudyante from the four corners of the room. In terms of teacher learner relationship, um the traditional focuses on the, the what you call the role of the teacher as the main source of information, the main source of knowledge, while the progressive try to make it the other way around. Let's try, sabi ng mga progressive, to teach the children, to focus on the learner's ability to learn on themselves rather than just passively let them passively learn. And also yung sa terms of the subjects included, the main difference is that yung yung progressive traditional focuses on the essentialist, although on perennialist philosophy, while the progressive focuses on the um, more on empiricistic, um, scientific, and including the technological advances in science. That I think is the main difference. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Welpa. We are learning so much from you. How about si Ma'am Susito? May answer dito si Ma'am Susito. Traditional, linear, progressive, spiral. Ma'am, can you elaborate the difference between linear and spiral?
Good afternoon po everyone. Based on my understanding po, traditional curriculum, based on our experience from from yung tinuro sa atin dati, pag sinabing traditional, may spoon feed lang tayo. So, linear siya. Kasi
Okay.
yung lahat ng ideas or lahat ng knowledge ay galing sa teacher. So, more focus siya sa teacher. Samantalang progressive curriculum na ginagamit natin ngayon, like sa K-12, spiral na po siya. Kasi dito makikita natin na yung knowledge galing na sa bata. Yung teacher, facilitator na lang siya or mag-guide siya to help the students to learn the subject or kung ano yung objectives or yung competencies. That's what I understand about traditional and progressive.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am. Si Ma'am Butal, mayroon din po siyang answer. Can you give us elaboration on this, ma'am? Traditional curriculum, teacher-centered. Progressive curriculum, teachers are facilitators.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po. In dealing with teacher's role, in traditional curriculum, the teacher is viewed as the primary source of knowledge and authority. So the teacher
Mhm.
is responsible for imparting information to students. While in progressive curriculum, teachers act as facilitators. Ibig sabihin, teachers serve as uh, uh, they only guide the students during the teaching learning process. They encourage the active participation of students. Also, in progressive curriculum, teachers promote student autonomy. So they provide guidance and support in create student-centered environment. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. So sabi ni ma'am, sabi ni Ma'am Pardenio, in traditional, learning is only acquired in school, while progressive learning can be acquired not just in school, but also through experience. Ganon din ang sabi ni Ma'am Miel Lahoy-Lahoy and Sir Ramiso. Okay? Now, let me give you the concept in traditional. So in traditional, it is highly academic and is concerned with broad historical, philosophical, psychological, and social issues. While in progressive, you are correct. Curriculum is the total learning experience of an individual. Not just learning the different subjects in school, but also incorporating the different experiences that a child experienced in school, in community, ano. So, lahat ng yon nandoon sa progressive view of curriculum. Okay, let's continue. So, the concept of curriculum is dynamic as the change that occurs in society. Kaya, most of the time, our curriculum nag-a-adjust because of the changes also in the society. Ba? Kung hindi na kailangan ng curriculum, then we revise the curriculum to suit the needs of the society. That's why it's dynamic. In its narrow sense, curriculum is viewed merely as the listing of subject to be taught in school. In broader sense, it refers to the total learning experience of individual, not only in school but in society as well. That's according to Madam Purita. Now, the three facets of curriculum includes processes of curriculum, goals and purposes of curriculum, and evaluation of products. There will always be evaluation of products in curriculum. Na? Kasi that's why mayroon tayong ginagawa ring curriculum analysis, no? Because we wanted to see if the curriculum really changed the life of those people who have enrolled in those curriculum or curricula. And curriculum should not also be focused on the course of study, but also mayroon din siyang mga curricular programs, extracurricular programs, nakasama. Sige. Let's talk about nature of curriculum. As we said, curriculum is not static. Okay? Neither a written nor a practical curriculum is static. Flexible. Curriculum must be flexible enough to incorporate changing healthcare needs, halimbawa doon sa mga nursing programs, no? To be revised regularly. Okay? Those are the three nature of curriculum. And what's the purpose of having curriculum in school? Okay? Isa-isahin natin. Basahin ko na lang po sa inyo. Of course, we have curriculum because we want to equip our learners with desirable behavioral changes. We want them to be ready in life situations. It also helps the students or the learners develop healthy personnel at all levels. Preparation of respective health team members, students' participation in curriculum development, and to realize educational objectives. So curriculum is intended to draw out, cultivate, inspire the full development of each student. Another is to create an atmosphere that the students will learn to think and to establish the values through intimate acquaintances with humanities, arts, natural sciences, social science, and religion. So those are the purposes of curriculum. Another is to develop the character of students, integrity, honesty, cooperation. Kaya lang ito, napansin nyo ba mga, napansin nyo po ba na dito sa curriculum ng K-12, parang nawawala ito. yung integration of characters. 'Di ba? Most of the subjects naka-focus na lang doon sa skill development, knowledge, cognitive development. Ah, ang ginagawa natin para mabuhay pa rin itong character development, we just integrate. Nandun na lang siya sa integration. But for the subjects, sa K to 12, di ko lang alam sa elementary on saka sa junior high school. Sa senior high school kasi parang nawawala na ito. Po. May ASP na po na separate subject. Yan. Sabi ni Ma'am Ramiso. Opo. Tama. May values education, ASP, edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. Tinuturuan silang maging tao. Tama. To create community of scholars, engage in research, free inquiry. Spelling ng inquiry. To prepare the pupils for citizenship in a democratic society, to meet the needs of students with wide range of ability, and to make good decision and judgment in a socially desirable direction. Needs and significance of curriculum. So, bakit kailangan at bakit importante ang curriculum? We want to equip with inner potentialities for nation building. So, necessary ang curriculum for us to have a future generation na papalit sa atin, di ba? To develop the aesthetic, emotional, ethical, intellectual, physical, social, material, spiritual, and vocational qualities of a child. We want also to increase the ability of students to become an active and participating adults. And the functions of curriculum are as follows. The primary function is to produce maximum cumulative effect in attaining the objective of the school. So the objective of the school is also the objective of the state or the nation. That's anchored on the different objectives of the nation. Secondary function is to maximize the total effect of the various learning experiences with the student's personal development within the subject. Okay? Curriculum has these different components. We have philosophy, objective, duration of learning experiences, theoretical, practical, and clinical experiences. So this is from K.E. Pethwood curriculum component. Ito ang sabi niya, ang curriculum should composed or consist of the following. It should have educational philosophy, values and objective. Ito sa mga written documents ito ng curriculum. Organizational structure, materials, teaching strategy, student experiences, and learning outcomes. For Agnes, ang component ng curriculum, sabi naman niya, it should consist of the following. Philosophy, goals and objective, content, processes, resources, conceptual framework, planning, organization, and so on. Okay? Puntahan natin ang types of curriculum. So curriculums are divided into 3 types. We have a knowledge-centered or subject-centered, competency-based or activity-centered, and experience-based. Okay? Sa atin sa K-12, we are now on competency-based, and other subjects are dun sa experience-based. Like immersion programs. Nag-i-immersion na yung mga estudyante ngayon. They are experiencing the real world. So what's knowledge-centered curriculum? So knowledge is divided in terms of isolated subjects. Kaya napakaraming subjects ang tinitake ng mga students. The sequence followed in logical sequence pertaining to a particular discipline. The logic is determined by the subject specialist. The knowledge-centered curriculum has been traditionally used by many school districts with great effects. Okay? This model of curriculum development is teacher and academically centered. The teacher is responsible for setting the course of the curriculum. Yeah. Yeah, knowledge-centered curriculum. Curriculum are established by experts and taught by experts. Sabi ni Arthur, a good knowledge-centered curriculum focuses on intellectual growth and development, on challenging the learners to go deeper into history, literature, mathematics, the arts, and other subjects. So that's one of the qualities of a good knowledge-based curriculum. No? Doon naman tayo sa competency-based curriculum. Ito ang ginagamit natin sa K-12. Karamihan, ano? Kaya meron tayong mga learning competencies na sinusunod. So a competency-based curriculum is a curriculum that emphasizes what learners are expected to do rather than mainly focusing on what they are expected to know. That's why in every subject in K-12, there is expected output that the student should submit. May tinatawag tayong performance standard, no, sa curriculum, because that's the standard na dapat nilang i-perform at the end of semester or year. The focus is on the task that a successful graduate nurse need to do later competent professions. Okay. The task could be cognitive problem solving, definitive communication skills, mixed type of encompassing more than one domain. Samantalang dun sa experience-based curriculum, ito yung curriculum na talagang pinai-experience kayo, yung mga bata, no? As to what is really the real world is, no? Kung pangarap mong maging, ayan, example, in this type of curriculum, learner is placed in a natural setting of the community. Pinai-experience talaga sa kanila yung dapat nilang gawin in the future as they go to that job, no? Kaya meron din tayo tinatawag sa senior high school na immersion, ba? Students are given the chance to immerse in a certain program or a certain company kung saan nagtatrabaho sila doon para alam nila kung ano yung magiging trabaho nila in the future, no? Lalo na dun sa mga TVL students, dito sa amin talagang dinideploy sila dun sa different bake shops, restaurants, and so on and so forth. Now, let's have the classification of curriculum. Okay? Madali lang to. Recommended curriculum, these are curriculums that are from the national level. They might be from the organizations such as DepEd, TESDA, and TED. Written curriculum, this is a course study like syllabi, modules, books, documents. Sa atin, meron tayong CGIS, Curriculum Guide. No? Nung pandemic, meron tayong MELCS. Now, those are examples of written curriculum. Taught curriculum, of course, ito yung tinuturo na activities implemented from written curriculum. Supported curriculum, ito naman yung mga books, materials na ginagamit natin, references to support the curriculum, the written curriculum. No? Assessed curriculum, so in school, we do pencil paper test. We also do portfolio. Others, medyo marami ng varied activities na binibigay sa estudyante to assess. Okay? Learned curriculum, of course, the outcome from the TC. Ano yung TC? Taught curriculum. We also have hidden or implicit curriculum. These are unintended curriculum which is not deliberately planned but modify the behavior and learning outcomes. Examples of these are influence from peers, ba? Kaya naman from parents, culture, school environment. Lahat ng yon, those contribute to the experience of the learners, no, that are not planned in the curriculum. Those are hidden or implicit curriculum. Now, let's talk about the major foundation of curriculum. Ito yung sinasabi kanina ni Sir Welba, no? So, ito yung foundation ng curriculum, perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, and reconstructionism. Okay? Sa perennialism, it cultivates the intellect. HOTS. Alam niyo ba yung HOTS? Pakitype nga ng definition po ng HOTS. Okay? O yun, sabi ni Ma'am Pardinho, higher order thinking skills. Kailan din si Ma'am Rona. Okay? Sige. So it cultivates the intellect. That's perennialism. In essentialism, it promotes intellectual growth to become competent. So, sa palagay nyo mga sir at ma'am, ang curriculum natin ngayon sa Department of Education, nasan siya dito? Perennialism, essentialism, progressivism, reconstructionism. Or combination of different major foundation of curriculum. Kasi ang nakikita ko more on essentialism. Though we also have progressivism and perennialism. Sige, lahat na sila. So, progressivism promotes democratic social living, equal opportunity for all. Reconstructionism naman, it improves and reconstructs society, education for change. So, lahat-lahat yan nakikita, that those can be reflected on our present curriculum in the Department of Education. So, we cultivate the mind of the young, we promote intellectual growth to become to make those students become competent. That's why we teach them not just only knowledge in perennialism, we teach them also with the skills in essentialism. Progressivism, now we promote democratic social living, equal opportunity for all, and also we want that these children become assets of change in the community. That's reconstructionism. Okay? So though we teachers are as agent for the change and reform, sana lahat ng yon should reflect na dun sa product of our hardship as teachers. No? Kaya puntahan natin itong mga theorists ng curriculum. We have John. Yan ang kanyang itsura. Sabi niya, si John yung nagsimula ng curriculum movement. Curriculum is science that emphasizes students' need. Curriculum prepares learners for adult life. Ito yung mga sinabi niya. Sabi naman ni Weret Charters, gaya ni Bobit kanina, sabi niya, curriculum is a science that emphasizes students' need. Parehas lang sila. Copy-paste. Objective and activities should match subject matter of or content related to objectives. Sabi ni William, curricula are purposeful activities which are child-centered. The purpose of curriculum is child development and growth. Curriculum develops social relationship and small group interaction. Sabi naman ni Harold, curriculum should develop the whole child. It is child-centered. Curriculum should produce outcome, emphasize social studies and suggested the teachers plan curriculum in advance. May sinasabi din si Caswell, curriculum is organized around social functions of themes, organized knowledge, and learners' interest. Curriculum, instruction, and learning are interrelated. Curriculum is a set of experience. Sabi naman ni Ralph Tyler, curriculum is science, an extension of school's philosophy. It is based on students' need and interest. It is related to instruction. Curriculum is the process emphasized problem solving, and it aims to educate generalists and not specialists. Sabi ni Hilda, curriculum contribute the theoretical and pedagogical foundation of concepts, development and critical thinking in social studies curriculum. Help lay the foundation for diverse student population. Sabi ni Peter, describe how curriculum change is a cooperative endeavor. Teacher and curriculum specialists constitute the professional core of planners. Significant improvement is achieved through group activity. At sabi ko naman, hindi ako curriculum theorist, but I say thank you for listening.